Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of Darkest Dungeon. Well, I guess welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, not episode 2. We haven't done that yet. So, we are on the Trainwreck Hamlet, appropriately named. The first episode wasn't so much of a train wreck. It went quite well, but I think the tutorial fight is supposed to go well. So I think now will be a good indication of how this is going to go. Although I think naming it Trainwreck was a good indication of how it's going to go. So, we went over some of the basics in the last episode. Just basically how to view some stuff and whatnot.
Oh. Interest and obsession.
Didn't mean to interrupt Rip Torn
Mile
there.
markers on my road to damnation.
Are you done? I think he's done. Okay, so there's nothing left to do in the hamlet right now, so we're just going to go ahead and set out.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Okay, quests and parties. This is where you select a quest and form an adventuring party of 4 heroes to embark on it. Click on quests to see the details, drag heroes in slot, blah blah blah. Okay. Basically what that was saying, if you didn't read it all, was just drag and drop down here. So we have 2 heroes to add. And a good thing to take note of once you have a fairly decent sized roster is the preferred position. I don't think that it doesn't change. I know it doesn't change from hero to hero, like the different types or classes of heroes. That does not change, but it's good to keep in mind, especially if you're playing around with parties you're not really familiar with, if you want to try something new. And always take a look at once you get further into the game, you know, you're going to have to set your skills accordingly and everything like that. But for now, we're not going to worry about that. We have the usual suspects. We only have 1 quest to do.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Okay, I might end up turning Rip Torn off. He's kind of annoying. But so am I, so maybe we pair together well. Okay, provision for the journey. You want to take different supplies depending on what region you're going to, how long the quest is, and your own preferences. But always bring some food and torches. You cannot forget this. Also, I would recommend you definitely bring shovels with you, no matter where you go. And there's a very good reason why for that. That reason being... Oh yeah, I stopped talking. That reason being is you will come across obstructions in your path. Now you can dig these out by hand, but I think they deal 20% of your HP damage to you, and also add, I'm not sure what the number is for the stress, but they add quite a lot of stress. Now in the ruins, I tend to just bring a few keys, and for these short quests, you really only need 8 torches, but I would just like to bring 16. I bring 12 food for the short ones as well. For the ruins, I think the best things to bring are keys, and that's pretty much all I would bring. I mean, I think there's other things you can use on the curios, but like I said, I'm not too familiar with what does what. I'll have to look at the wiki or something so I can give a more detailed explanation, but this isn't really a tutorial so much as it is you watching me be really bad at this game. So we have our food, we have our shovels, we have our torches. Let's get to it. Your first expedition into the ruins of your ancestry. Be curious, be careful. Yeah, we're not gonna listen to that. We're gonna plow right through this. Nobody should die, but then again, I've never played on this difficulty, so we'll find out. Well, at least we got a somewhat good map layout. Let's head up. Give me the... I don't know why that took so long. Just take it. Yeah, just go ahead and
The
use it.
match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Yeah, first fight, bone rabbles. These don't really give you any kind of trouble. They're pretty easy to deal with. Now, here in the ruins, you're going to see a lot of unholy, or undead, whatever you want to call them. I think they're called unholy, but yeah, a lot of skeletons. If you notice the resistances down there, they're pretty lax on everything except bleed, because obviously skeletons don't bleed. If you can manage to make a skeleton bleed in this game, yeah, kudos to you. But I think the ruins is good for the Plague Doctor most of the time, so we'll go ahead and go with, yeah, we're just throwing Noxious Blast. And even with only 10% blight resistance, he resisted that blight, and that might be due to the difficulty I'm on. So we will go ahead and try and stun that bat guy. Cool, that works. So that's one turn lost. Now we have two options here. We have pistol shot and we have open vein, which is bleed. However, they're resistant to bleed. However, he's not resistant to debuff, so we'll go ahead and try that.
Be gone, fiend.
Corpses. When monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses acts, blah, blah, blah. Okay, basically corpses get in your way. So it's best to try to kill them with damage over time or critical hits. Your best bet is damage over time. Or to just target the back row, but there wasn't really a back row option here. We just had the two guys. So.
Executed with impunity.
They're gone. We take the gold. We can check this. It's unlocked. Alrighty. So, extra shovel, why not? Extra torch, okay. And we got a scouting check, I guess. So we scouted. That's nice. We got another room battle coming up. And you just hover over all these rooms here to see which one is which. Most of them will have nothing, but then you'll have, you know, obstacle, which is what I was talking about with the shovels. And then battles. So let's go ahead and head forward. These are the obstacles. These things...
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
As I was saying, these things can be brutal to you. Now, you can clear them on your own, but I don't remember what the exact thing is. I know it's 20% damage, and it's a fair amount of stress, so it's best to just bring shovels with you. And we have a battle coming up right here. Nice. Okay. So with surprise, nobody will get a turn before me. Now, here in the ruins, you want to take care of these acolytes because they can do stressful, or yeah, is that them? Yeah, they can do stressful incantations. For some reason, it's not showing up. I don't know if it's just because it's the first level, but we're gonna go ahead and try to take out some of these guys.
Another one falls.
There's one down. Let's try and throw. I guess we can't do that. Play grenade. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so that guy's blighted. Also gonna try and stun it so it doesn't get a turn. I'm not so much worried about this guy getting a turn. I'm more worried about the acolyte getting a turn. Yeah, stressful incantation. See, 15 stress. So you can get up to 100 stress, and that's basically the breaking point for any hero. They'll either have virtue or I forget what the other thing's called. It's either good or bad. Most of the time it's going to be something bad, and it's going to really negatively affect your gameplay for the rest of the dungeon. So it's best to keep your stress down as fast as possible.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
There are techniques to keep stress down, like skills, later in game, but you have to level up a considerable amount before you can do that. I'll just go ahead and try to stun. I should be healing. You should always be healing with your Vestal, however, I haven't really taken any damage yet, so
as the fiend falls,
I don't see the point.
a faint hope blossoms.
Let's take all that. Okay, we'll head up into here. Poop. Okay. So we have to explore 90% of rooms, which I think should be covered by going this way, but we might have to actually cover that. And there's a room up there with treasure, so we might... yeah, we'll head this way. Okay, now it's talking about the torch mechanics. The light is fading. The current torch level greatly affects many mechanics in the game. The darker it gets, the harder things get, but better the rewards. The better the rewards. Right click on a torch from inventory to boost the light back up. So, bloop, bloop. Now that's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, the loot does get way better, and for whatever reason it says you'll have a higher chance of being surprised, which kind of sucks, but also your crit rate goes through the roof. At least that's on Radiant. I don't know how it affects the darkest difficulty setting, so I guess we'll be finding out as we play through. Let's go in here. That was lucky. For some reason the RNG is doing me really well on this. I'm sure that'll change, but so we're gonna go with I want to take out that bat guy first. Yeah. Pistol shot. What's this? Blinding gas. That's just a stun. Okay. Hopefully I got blight. Cool. We'll go ahead and heal up our plague doctor. And let's try and get rid of that. Aw, miss. That's where that number generation comes into play. Well, at least that didn't do any damage. Yeah, nothing here until you get to about veteran level. Nothing here is too challenging. As long as you play your cards right. Let's do a grape shot blast. Why not?
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That way we can do some damage to those guys and go ahead and take care of that douche.
A devastating blow.
Crit of 1. Wow. That's how I hit in real life. A little bit of bleed damage over time. Kind of sucks. But do I have any bandages? No, I don't. Okay, well, let's go ahead and use you to heal. You will die on the next round. Ah, that is really frustrating. So let's see what to do next. They both kind of suck. Let's just. Well, he's gonna die next turn anyway. So yeah, we'll just throw that at him. He'll die next turn. And let's, well, I guess we'll just heal somebody. Fantastic. We take that. Check that out. Go ahead and use a key on the heirloom chest. 'Cause normally, yeah, it does that. The blood. The blood is a special type of supply item. Any collected bottles of the blood will be retained in your estate at quest end. They may be added to the provisions of embarking parties. The blood is rare. Spread it around wisely amongst those in need. I don't know what that does. That's something new. I've never seen that before. Okay, so I guess next we head this way. I don't like playing around with the dim light. Oh, I didn't even see that. I was too busy paying attention to the... Yeah. This will probably turn into a train wreck. So yeah, let's go in. Nothing in here. We'll have to go down. What is this? 90%? Yeah, 90% of rooms. Every time. What? I am not very good at this game. I just realized it was muted before that, so it's just going to be me talking. That's nice. Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh, that was lucky. Okay. So. Bleed doesn't do anything to them. I think we'll shoot this guy in the back. We'll go with Noxious Blast on him. Cool. Go ahead and heal. What's his name? Reynold? I think his name is Reynold. Yeah, Reynold. We will throw a smite on you.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Normally you're not supposed to attack things in the... Ouch. 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 You're not supposed to attack things in the front row, but whatever. That guy's got blight on him. It's the first mission, so I think we'll be okay. Plague grenade on you. So he'll be dead next turn. He'll last 2 turns, but we're going to try and... Let's see. Just another pistol shot. So they'll both be dead on their next turns. That's fine. We'll use that just because... There we go.
Give them no quarter.
Turn the volume up a little bit. So we have a holy fountain. Let's use a little bit of holy water. Cool. Wish I would have used that on someone else, but I didn't. So we'll head back up. Looks like there's a fight up here too. These hallway fights aren't too bad when you first start out. You can run into the collector later, and that's never good. But play grenade those guys, see if that has any effect. Good. This skill, Grape Shot Blast, is usually pretty useless, but I like to use it for some reason.
Their formation
Especially
is
on these little
broken.
guys.
Maintain the offensive.
Go ahead and heal our Plague Doctor. Nice. He needed a little bit of stress reduction. Let's use the accusation, get rid of those guys. Ooh. I don't remember what Vertigo does. Yeah, we'll just open vein that, get rid of it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Vertigo, does it show? Yeah. That's not too bad. We can deal with that for now. Go in here. Go this way. Torch it up. Let's check that loot.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly
Forge
corruption.
crest. Oh yeah. Can we... Okay, well, we're not taking that with us. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll leave it for now. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, cool. But I think we're going to go ahead and head down to this last room, 'cause there's probably something in it. I don't know what. Yeah, it shows something in it, but I don't know what.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Alrighty. So, we need to take out this guy right here first. He's going to be a problem. So, let's, how do we want to do this? Well, Grape Shot Blast will do damage to everybody. Go Plague Grenade these back too.
The slow
Awesome.
death,
That worked just like I wanted it to.
unforgiving.
We will heal you. Okay, so we're not too bad off. We got plenty of options. Let's go ahead and smite that guy.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Because he sucks and he needs to die. That's really weird. It looks like he's wearing a mask. Why would a skeleton wear a mask? I don't know. Grape Shot Blast again. No, we'll go with... I don't know. They all suck. Here, take that. Oh, he resisted it. Okay. Go ahead and re-heal you. Not that it really matters at this point, but... Ah. I think this is where the random number generation comes into play. This first mission, I didn't expect too much resistance because it's still basically a tutorial getting you used to what's going on.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
The next mission is where I'm going to start to have trouble. I guarantee it. And go away.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Another blood.
all.
Portrait. Okay, well, we're just going to throw out these. Take that. Close. Heirloom chest. Let's use another key.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
So we can get rid of our shovels. At the end, I like to get rid of... I mean, I think you get money back for this stuff, but if it's in place of deeds and busts and portraits, I like to take those instead. So the deed will come with me. That can go away. The busts will come with me. And that's the end of that. So let's get out of here. Skippy skip. Can we skippy skip? What's this? Bleed stone. Eh. Next. Next. Let's see what we got handed. I know we got Vertigo on... Yeah, on Simnel. We got Vertigo Warren's Adventure. That's cool. Stress Eater can be bad, but once you get a little bit further into the game, you should have a pretty easy time managing stress. Because I think you can use Plague Doctors with Jesters, and I use Plague Doctors a lot with the Crusaders, and they have stress healing abilities, so it's not that big of a deal. Beast Hater, it's pretty cool. Nocturnal. That sucks. We're going to have to get rid of that on old Dick Cheney there. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this episode, and the next one we'll be doing, well, the next campaign. I don't know if I'm going to go to the ruins
There is a
or
great horror
what the deal
beneath
is.
the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
And I might turn that off for the next episode because, while it is immersive to have that guy talking, it doesn't really make for good videos because I have to keep stopping. So, that's going to do it. I'll see you in the next one. Probably be ruins. I don't know yet. We need to get a whole bunch more stuff. So, yeah, I'll see you then.